You may enter the Hall of Kings now.
I always forget to do this.
Greetings, Prince of Shapir. I am Logos, Counselor to Rulers and Speaker of Silmaria. Welcome to the Kingdom of Silmaria. I have heard much of you from your friends Erasmus and Rakish.
Greetings, my friend. It is good to know that you are here. This land needs a hero of your abilities.
I trust you understand why you were summoned here. The rites of rulership need one more entrant before it can begin. All other competitors are worthy individuals. However, I suspect that these rites will be more dangerous than they are intended.
We believe that the one or ones who assassinated the King of Silmaria will attempt to make certain the contestant they support will win.
You must understand that your life will be in grave danger from the moment you enter the rite of rulership. We will be doing everything we can to stop the assassin, but you need to be wary. Hero of the lands of Shapir, Tana, and Mordavia, will you enter the rites of rulership?
You forgot Spielberg. But hi, Logos.
It is an honor to meet you.
Who are you?
I am the Speaker of Silmaria. I am the voice of the king and of the people. I will make certain that only the most worthy shall attain the rulership of this kingdom. That is my duty and my honor.
Who's the guy next to you?
Rakish and I have been friends for many years. When the king was assassinated, I contacted him through Erasmus for his wise counsel. Both Rakish and Erasmus mentioned you and spoke of your worthiness.
So what are the rites of rulership?
The rites of rulership is a series of quests that will aid Silmaria. 5 individuals will compete to complete these quests. The one who accomplishes the most will be judged worthy to become king. To enter these rites, you must first contribute 1,000 drachmas to the rulership fund. This can be done at the Bank of Silmaria.
Your father, the Sultan of Shapir, was informed of this by myself and my wife, and has contributed 300 drachmas toward your entrance in the rites. Erasmus and I have each deposited another 100 drachmas.
And that's how we were able to afford to spend $1,000 on gambling on day one. Because we got another $500 on our own. And that's why I went into danger first.
During the rites of rulership, all quests will be announced one at a time. Some rites can be fulfilled by only one person. Other rites cannot end until all contenders accomplish their assignment. A more detailed explanation of the rites will be given when the rites of rulership begin. We await your entry into the contest.
What's a bank?
The Bank of Silmaria is located in Town Square. The bank manager will be expecting you and explain the right fund.
What's a sultan?
The Sultan Harun al-Rashid has sent a letter of recommendation about you. He says you would make a most splendid king, to use his words. He also sends you his blessing and trusts you will choose the future you wish to fulfill.
So, I have a question. We are the Prince of Shapir, adopted by the Sultan, but still, wouldn't that mean that we would be in line to become Sultan of Shapir? And if we become the King of Silmaria, and then also have to become the Sultan of Shapir, wouldn't that be really complicated for us to deal with? That's a problem for future Valis.
Our Kingdom of Silmaria consists of the Isle of Merit and the outlying islands in the center of the Med Sea. The city of Silmaria was built upon the prime port of this island, and is a thriving center of trade for the world.
What's a Merit?
Merit is a large volcanic island that is said to have risen when Atlantis fell. It is mostly rock and seashore, rising steeply to the peaks of Mount Draconis. In the caldera of Draconis is the most inaccessible Lake Moray.
Mount Draconis sounds pretty awesome.
The entire island of Marit is the base of Mount Draconis. Draconis is too steep to climb, and though there are trails that traverse this island, most of Marit is uninhabited, save for the isolated fishing villages along the coast.
So what's a Lake Moray?
Lake Moray rests in the heart of Mount Draconis. It is said to be linked to the sea, for it rises and falls with the moods of the tides. However, few have seen the lake other than by magic. Draconis is unclimbable.
I don't think you actually mentioned Atlantis, but if you did, what is it?
Atlantis was a kingdom that sank beneath the sea in a disaster eons ago. It is said that the inhabitants were transformed into tritons and other sea creatures.
What's the city of Silmaria that we've been exploring for the past 4 days?
The city of Silmaria is built on various levels. It was designed as a defensible fortress in the days when wars were more common. However, this city has been a center for peace and prosperity for generations. We have had no need for an army, and have none. Unfortunately, Marit has been invaded by Hesperian mercenaries. They have taken the outlying fishing villages. We do not have the force to drive them away.
When was your island invaded?
2 days after the king was assassinated. We do not presume this is a coincidence. However, Silmaria has the resources to withstand a siege, and has never in its history fallen to invasion.
So they have no army at all. I guess it's not a big surprise that a bunch of mercenaries were able to just walk in and take over the little villages.
There are many small islands that surround Marit. They are mostly uninhabited, save by animals and monsters. A few of the larger islands are owned by the individuals that live there. Travel to some of the outer islands has become very dangerous lately. Many fishing boats have not returned, and reports of attacks by tritons and sea monsters are all too common.
What's a sea monster?
The sea is a very dangerous place. There are many fierce creatures that prey upon anyone foolish enough to swim far from shore.
And the Tritons?
The Tritons are half-human, half-fish people who live under the sea. We have been at peace with their people for generations. We have no idea why they now turn against our fishermen.
So what do you know about the assassin?
The assassin used a poison dagger to kill our king. The poison is very deadly and unknown to our healers. Unless an antidote is administered immediately, the victim is dead within a minute. Even with an antidote, unless the victim has a very hearty constitution, he will remain unconscious for weeks. We are trying to learn the exact nature of the poison in order to cure this.
The assassin of the king is a man skilled in stealth and the use of a poison dagger. A merchant was also presumed to be killed by the assassin, for his body was found by the docks, and he died from the same poison.
I'm a hero.
You have a wide range of experiences to draw upon from your past. It should serve you well in Silmaria.
Okay, we'll do your rights thing.
We will be pleased and proud to have such a worthy hero contesting to become our leader.
Bye.
I shall see you again when the rites of rulership begin. May Tyche, goddess of good fortune, smile upon you.
Hey, Rakesh, been a while.
It is a pleasure to see you again. I can think of none I would rather have by my side in times of danger than you, dear friend.
Who are you?
I am well and fine, my friend. We can speak later of these matters and of old times. You will find me during the day basking in the sunshine near the arena, on the other side of Nob Hill from here.
Who's that guy standing next to you?
Logos and I first met in Thebes, when he was a young scholar and I was just earning my warrior rank.
I had journeyed there to study the riddles of the Sphinx. I mistook Rakish for a Sphinx when we first met.
When he contacted me about the assassination and the invasion, I had a bad sense that things were even worse than they appeared. Thus, I came here.
Hey, why are we here again?
The rights of rulership are a wise and honorable way to choose a leader. The very quests will strengthen the kingdom and allow Logos to judge who will be worthy enough to be king of Silmaria.
Oh yeah, Arana's dead. You tell how you freed the soul of the wizardess Arana from the darkness of Avuzel in Mordavia.
I sorrow to learn that Irana is truly dead. She was a paladin in all but name, and the world has lost a great goodness. I rejoice, though, that her soul is free. Thank you for your words.
Where are we again?
Silmaria is a lovely city. I have visited Logos here before these tragic occurrences. It reminds me of my homeland, Tarna. You should take some time to explore and enjoy yourself while you are here.
Alright, later.
I will see you soon, my friend.
Logos looks like a dignified and trustworthy centaur, and the white hair in his mane shows that your dear friend Rakish has aged since you last saw him, but he still bears the unmistakable aura of strength and nobility. This raised area is designed so that the speaker can address everyone in the hall. The crest is a symbol of royalty for Silmaria. This looks like the banner of courage and valor, the strengths of the city guard. This banner shows the symbol of justice and law, the principles of the council. This represents justice tempered by mercy, the virtues of a good lawmaker. This banner is truth and honesty. This banner represents health and long life, the hopes of the individual. This looks like the symbol of honor and humility, the banner of paladins. Well, we got money. We got so much cash right now. And I guess we don't really have anything else to do.
Hi, how is it going?
So let's make a transaction. Deposit.
A drachma saved is a drachma earned, I always say.
Let's go ahead, save. We're on day 4 now. Go ahead and add a -1. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's enter the King's Right.
Congratulations! You're fully vested in the right of rulership. Make your way to the Hall of Kings, and I'm sure they will set up the ceremony soon.
Love that guy's voice. Which one? Hey, what's a right of rulership?
You'll do fine, I'm sure. You've got the stuff of heroes, so don't worry. Yeah, sure, you'll be facing terrible monsters, overwhelming odds, and almost certain death, but it's all in the line of duty. Who knows, you may even be Silmaria's next king.
You think Rakish is Jet from Cowboy Bebop? Yep, he sure is. Oh, Steve Bloom is in here too. See the 2 of the main characters from Cowboy Bebop. Unfortunately, I did not watch Cowboy Bebop, so I don't know who that is.
Just go up to the guards outside the Hall of Kings. I'll let them know you're coming. They'll be happy to let you in now.
And ask about the ceremony.
Hey, the Hall of Kings is a great place for a celebration. All the bigwigs will be in the audience. You'll get to stand before Logos and Minos and the rest of the entrants for the rites. It will be a great event, and I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Who's Logos?
The centaur has been an advisor and spokescreature for the kings here for a while. He saves here regularly. A great guy. He understands the value of an investment.
Who's Minos? We haven't met that guy.
Minos does a lot of advising around here, although he doesn't really live in Silmaria. Supposed to have a big place on some island off the north coast. He's said to have a lot of money, but you wouldn't know that by me. He sure doesn't keep any drachmas here. The Hall of Kings awaits you, kid. I'm sure you'll do swell.
It is a good anime. I've heard a lot of people sing the praises of that show.
You may enter the Hall of Kings now.
The king of Silmaria is dead, and the kingdom mourns his loss. We are gathered here to determine the future of this land through rites of ancient ritual and tradition. By the rites of rulership, heroes will prove their worth. By the rites of rulership, Silmaria will arise from the ashes of mourning, like the phoenix rises to the sun. By the rites of rulership, a new king will ascend to the throne of this land. Who here is worthy to compete in the rites of rulership?
God, a shining example of the triumph of science over superstition, is more than worthy to lead Silmaria to a rational, logical future.
Gort has been named as a contender. Who else is worthy to compete in the rites of rulership?
Elsa von Spielberg has proven herself to be a leader and a hero in the lands to the north. She is quite capable of becoming the first woman king of Silmaria as well. I, Minos, counselor to Silmaria, am proud to sponsor her.
Elsa von Spielberg has been named as a contender. Who else is worthy to compete in the rites of rulership?
I, magnum opus of the homeland of Romulus and Remus, leader of armies, peerless in the weapons of war, fierce, fearless and fearsome in battle, shall win the rights of rulership and become king of this kingdom.
Magnum opus has been named as a contender. Who else is worthy to compete in the rites of rulership?
I am Kokino Pukamiso. I have been a guard in the protection of Silmaria for years. I am one of the people of this land, and I am proud to aid my kingdom and my homeland.
Kokino Pukamiso has been named as a contender. Who else is worthy to compete in the rites of rulership?
The Prince of Shapir, hero of Tarna and Mordavia, is worthy to compete in the rites to become king of this land.
The Prince of Shapir has been named as a contender. By the ancient traditions of this land, 5 heroes shall compete in this challenge. 5 heroes shall make this land stronger. 1 hero shall rise to the throne of Silmaria. The rites of rulership shall begin. The first rite is the rite of freedom. The fishing villages of our kingdom and the island of Marit have been invaded by Hesperian mercenaries. Eos, Keros, Paros, Tinos, and Noxos have been overwhelmed. The invaders need to be driven from this land.
I shall free Paros, for it is the village in which I was born.
God shall choose Keros, for it is closest to the Academy of Science.
Elsa shall choose Eos, for it is closest to my island.
Thank you, Minos, for making my choice for me.
Forgive me, Elsa, but I only wish to assure your success. Eos is still the best choice.
It matters not which village I shall release from the yoke of oppression, but Tinos shall be avenged by magnum opus.
By process of elimination, you realize you get to free the village of Naxos.
5 shall go forth from the gates of Silmaria. 5 shall bring freedom to the fishing villages, and return to the gates of the Hall of Kings with the sigils of those villages. 5 shall begin the rite of rulership. The first person who returns with a sigil of their freed village shall be deemed the winner. Let the rite of freedom begin.
You are escorted by guards through the corridors of the Hall of Kings and eventually led out of the gate. Alright, so we have been volunteered to free the village of Naxos. And we're going to do that. Last.
Good day. The first of the quests begins, and I can see you are eager for information. How may I aid you?
Hey Rakesh, how you doing?
You look ready and eager to face this rite. Do not...
You got cut off there. You want to try that again?
You look ready and eager to face this rite. Do not let your courage override your cunning. Think before you fight.
So how you doing, buddy?
I am eager and anxious about this rite of freedom. It is a difficult and dangerous quest. The 5 of you who pursue this rite are worthy individuals, but I do not believe you will all succeed at your mission. It is always difficult for me to send others to do a job that I would rather do myself. However, my fighting days are mostly over.
What is a quest?
This rite of freedom will require you to face a small army. Prepare yourself for battle, but avoid it if you can. You are but one person.
So who are the invaders that we're up against?
The Hesperian mercenaries are hired soldiers. They train all their lives for war. They are disciplined and take their time in battle. They fight with sword and shield and are skilled archers. Do not underestimate their abilities. They will show no mercy.
So what's this one village that I'm going to?
Naxos is a fishing village to the west of Silmaria. Follow the road which leads south from the crossroads. All of the fisherfolk who lived there fled when the invaders arrived. Thus, you will find only enemies within the village. Good luck, and be careful, my friend. I shall eagerly await your success.
Well, we need to stock up on a few supplies, and then we're going to head out to the first village. Oh wait, did I say first village? Well, there are 5 of them.
Greetings. Rakesh is very pleased that you entered the rites of rulership. Even if you do not become king of Silmaria, you will undoubtedly discover who is behind the ill that has been done here lately.
Is this game longer than the others? I think it's longer than most of them, but Quest for Glory 2 was pretty long, mostly because of how much training we did. And we'll probably be spending less time on that and more time on actual progression, so in terms of just like content, yeah. Alright.
I thank you for doing business.
Get some mana pills. Our counter offer will be 69 coins. Nice.
I thank you.
Get some mana potions, some mana pills. How much money do we have now? I probably should have checked that. Oh, Rakesh gave us our Kata pin. This magical pin, given to you by the Kata people, is a sign of friendship and respect. Let's just go ahead and equip that. It's nice and pretty. Bing.
Good to see you again.
Talk to Julinar. Anything new? Yep.
Welcome back. Is there any way in which we can help you?
How you doing?
I am well, thanks to you and Salim.
Where am I?
Business has been very strong lately. Sadly, it is this way only because of the evil events here in Silmaria. It would please me more to have fewer, but happier patrons.
Who's Erasmus?
Erasmus is a great and very kindly wizard. His spells have greatly aided the people here.
Okay, bye.
Come again soon. Our herbs will always be here when you need them.
Salim. Hi.
You're always welcome here. Julinar and I wouldn't have even met if you hadn't helped us find each other.
How you doing?
I'm groovy. Hope you're happy and healthy too.
What is this place?
We're selling all kinds of healing pills and poison cure pills these days. I kinda wish people would go back to just needing the stamina pills for dates though.
Oh my.
Silmaria is like the coolest place on the planet. Well, it's kinda warm actually, but my plants like that. Julinar likes the sun too.
Okay, bye.
Have a cosmic time up.
We need to buy some things.
Let's see, where is it?
Oh.
If I were a little bottle, where would I be?
I am afraid that you have sold the last bottle to that strong fighter who came here yesterday.
Oh, right. We ran out of Pegasus feathers the last time we were making it. Sorry, but we won't have any stamina pills until we get a few more Pegasus feathers.
Hey, we actually have some of those. So, here you go. All but one.
Hey, thanks! This'll really help me keep the shop going so I can make some more good pills and potions.
And back to buying. Bip. Whoop. Give me 10 stamina pills.
Hey, thanks!
And give me 10 healing pills.
I'd really like to be able to sell stuff that cheaply, but then I wouldn't be able to buy food for my poor starving plants. How about this deal?
How about 8?
Sure, that'll work. You got a deal.
And not really too keen on the potions. Let's just go. We got pills, and that'll hold us for now. Because there is one more thing we need to buy, and it's pretty expensive, but it's gonna serve us well. So we're gonna purchase something, and he's got a whole bunch of new stuff in stock. He's got a magic spear, and there's the magic sword. There's the Wormbane spear. Has a sharpness that exceeds its fine beauty. Its magic is cold and deadly. He's got the Ice Diamond sword. The Ice Diamond is a lightweight and very maneuverable. It is also cold to the touch and sharp as your breath on a winter's morning. And probably the coolest sword ever made, except it kills dragons. It also costs 10,000 bucks. We got magic leather armor, which is expensive. We've got magic chainmail, which is more expensive. We've got a magic helmet, which is between the two inexpensive. But what we're here for is just this dagger, the slasher. And how about 1750 for it?
Nice dealing with you.
So the slasher dagger is, I think it's the best dagger in the game. Boop. Well, the best dagger that we can buy. We're gonna sell this one for $6.
Think I'm made of money?
Okay, fine.
We got it.
So we got our little dagger out. Let's go. And just so you know, these rights are timed. The other contestants are also doing theirs, and if you take too long, one of them will beat you. Let's go ahead and... Oh wait, this is still... We're still on day 4.